YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your guy Taz with Review, and today I have a video for people who are looking to start a fragrance YouTube channel. I've had a number of people reach out to me from Facebook to Instagram asking me what tips could I give them for starting a YouTube channel. Even people who already have YouTube channels ask me for any pointers I can give, any tips I can give for them to further their YouTube channel, right? So I came up with a list, a very good list for tips and advice for people who are looking to start a YouTube channel or continue to push their YouTube channel, right? So the first thing I have on my list is to pick a decent camera. These are tips that I'm giving. Everybody's gonna have different tips. These are my tips, right? I say pick up a DSLR camera, right? I prefer to recommend the Canon. You can either go with the Canon T7i for beginner. If you're really on a tight budget, go Canon T7i. The camera that I use is the Canon T8i. Now, the reason why I prefer these two cameras, because you can flip the camera around and you can watch yourself while you record videos. So you can kind of see what you look like. You can see everything. You can see your background. You need to fix anything. You have a reflection while recording. Also kind of gives you that confidence. If you already have self-confidence, looking at yourself perform in the light, it makes you feel better about, being on camera. So that's the first thing I say. Get you a DSLR camera. I recommend a T7i for really budget. For the guys who really on a budget, and if you got a little bit more to spend, I say go to Canon T8i. That's what I use. Next, I say get you a Rode mic. As you can see here, this is the mic that I'm using. This is a Rode mic. This is what I use for my recording. Get you a Rode mic, or you can get one that mounts on the camera. Whatever. Rode is a very good brand to start with. For me, that's what I recommend when you want to have quality sound, man. You want to have quality sound. You want to be able to, there's other cheaper routes you can go, but I say go Rode, man. Buy once, cry once. Spend that price for a Rode mic, and it's going to last you for a very long time. It's going to be quality audio. Next thing I'll say is pick a spot in your house or your apartment, wherever you are living at. Pick a spot where there's a background or where you can create a background, right? Pick a decent wall like what I have, or you can pick a room, but pick somewhere in your home or your apartment, wherever you at, and pick somewhere where you can get a decent background. Get some posters in the back, some paintings, graffiti, whatever, man. You can do green screen, and put something else in the background. I know Susan Sense do that. But just pick a spot in your home or your apartment where you can create a decent background and have people looking at something while watching your videos, right? Sometimes people want to be able to see things behind you just for distraction purpose. Sometimes people got short attention span. They don't want to look at you all day. They might glance off at a poster or glance off at another one or painting, whatever the case, right? Next on the list, I'm going to say is start with a fragrance that's in your collection that you're already comfortable with, right? So let's just say for me, the first fragrance that kind of put me on the YouTube fragrance map was the 1 Million Parfum. This fragrance right here, right? Sorry about the lighting. This fragrance, I wore a lot. I got a lot of compliments with it. It was budget friendly, smells good, has decent performance. I still stand by this fragrance. I still stand by 1 Million. They are sexy fragrances. I started talking about this one, and I felt comfortable enough to talk about it early in my journey, and a lot of people started to, understand why I was talking about it. They picked it up for themselves, or they already had it, and they went back to it and they go, Taz, you right about that, so associate yourself with a fragrance that you're already comfortable with and just start talking about it, bro. And then once you do that, you'll start talking about 5 at a time. You'll do top 5s, you'll do top 10s. Just start with a fragrance that you are already comfortable with, okay? For me, it was the 1 Million Parfum. Once you do that, I say start an Instagram, okay? Get you an Instagram account. I made mine kind of late, like a year, maybe 8 months into my YouTube journey. I had made an Instagram. Get you an Instagram so you can engage with your audience outside of YouTube. They might want to ask a question, or if you're doing giveaways, you can DM them, or either get you an email that you can associate with your YouTube channel. Um, I will be doing part twos of this because there's other things like monetization I want to get into, but I'll get into that later. This is just early startup tips. So get you an Instagram, and then next thing you want to do is be consistent. You want to at least drop a video once a week. If you just starting off, drop a video at least once a week, yo. You know, get yourself out there, get your videos of rotation in the algorithm, right? And also when you drop it once a week, there's other like I said, I'm gonna do a part two. I'm gonna do a part two because I got a lot of game to give for people who wanna. So if you're watching this, you want to see the part two. The next thing I want to tell you is don't burn yourself. You can go once a week for a video, you know, dropping a video, but I wouldn't recommend you going every day. I did do that when I started my journey, and I ain't gonna lie, I had to cut back because I started to feel like I had to do a video every day, and I didn't like that feeling. I didn't like that feeling of feeling like I'm forced to do something, right? Not that anybody was forcing me, is that I felt like I had to drop one every day. And if you got it in you to do that, then do that. Whoever's listening. But I recommend to do either once a week or once every 3 days or once every couple days. Until you feel like that you want to do that, then you can do that. The next I want to say is learn your audience, right? Learn who supports you. Learn their name. Don't get into this space and you don't care about the audience. Don't make that mistake. Do not make that mistake. Learn these people's names. Learn who they are. Learn, just learn them, bro. Because they're gonna respect you when they feel like they have a connection or a direct link to you. They want to be able to talk to you, bro. Don't be Hollywood. Next, I want to tell you is to listen to your audience. Listen to your audience. If your audience is telling you that they want, now there's two ways to that, right? It's a flip side to that coin. You have to also establish your audience. What audience do you want to have for your channel? Are you gravitating towards the youth? Are you gravitating towards middle-aged people? Are you trying to appeal to the elderly crowd? The 40, not saying that, but that's up to you. Because you're going to have to, you could, hear me out, you could get everybody, but you're going to have a core. And your core is going to be, I say, your audience, right? And based on your content and your fragrance choices, that'll dictate your core. But then, like I said, listen to them. They're gonna tell you, hey, Tazo, man, I want to see you review X, Y, and Z. Take note of that. They appreciate things like that. They appreciate content creators or influencers who actually listen to them and actually go out and try to, seek out things that they recommend. Be very courteous to that, man. And the last thing I want to tell you is, man, from here on out, continue your journey, man. This is enough tips right here, bro, to get you going and continue the journey. This is a kickstart. I will be doing part 2s and part 3s for the people who are just want to know every step. I got y'all, bro. I don't mind sharing the game. I don't mind sharing the wealth. I don't mind, putting people on, bro, because I had to learn on the fly. There was no fragrance tip video that I was able to watch. Not saying I didn't look up one, but I didn't have a content creator that I watched or was watching do one of these. So I don't mind doing it. So just stick around for part 2, man. We're going to talk more and more about how to start a fragrance channel and go up into having a fragrance channel. And if it's other videos y'all want to hear me touch on, let me know, man. I'm going to be touching on different topics, bro. Different topics. It's not going to always be me talking about fragrances. Some things I'm going to go into the real life side, being in the fragrance community, and we're going to talk about it, man. So let me know, man, if y'all got any more video recommendations y'all want. Y'all got my Instagram. Taz Review on Instagram, man. So hit me up, let me know. And I'm going to leave y'all with that, bro. See y'all next time. Peace.